And again, we can use these to put them in the jar directly, or you can use them to dress the candle. Also, what you can do is, I don't have a match with me. So I was given this candle by 2 of my clients, and it's a candle for protection, and I have other ones, but I like this one because it's black. So while you're doing this, you can always have a candle burning for protection. And you can, if you're worried about being protected and having anything come back to you, that's just an option that you have. You don't have to. It's completely up to you. Whatever your beliefs are, just remember you can add little things, whatever makes you feel better, whatever puts you in a good place. So while that's burning, another thing that you can use is hot red peppers, because they're very irritating, and they just add that more irritative quality to the mixture. The idea is to make it really irritating to the person you're waging. Remember, you're waging war, you're hexing, you're cursing this person. So I'm adding some black peppers. I'm thinking about hexing this person, thinking about them being in pain, sad, depressed, whatever. I'm thinking about my intention. I'm getting angry. I'm getting fired up. You know, feel the flame of the fire. The idea is to get your energy fired up and focused, and you're really putting in all of these emotions. This is a very cathartic experience, or it should be. I'm just going to try to put this out. This is, you know, a very cathartic experience. So let go of all of your negative emotions and put them in the jar. Direct it towards this person. So this is probably really hot, but pretend these are all ashes. And we're just putting your intentions in here, and you're thinking about what you want to happen to the person. So let's pretend we have all of our intentions in there. Putting this to the side. By the way, that's not my thing. This is my ritual knife. This is just a knife that I use to stir stuff with. So we have our irritating ingredients. You know, our puppet is inside if we have it. Our picture and our intentions are inside if we have it. So these are inside here at this point. And if you have someone that you're trying to hex or something that has been talking shit about you or gossiping, you want to take the jawbone of an animal. Try to get the jawbones, you know, that you find in the woods that were humanely died, basically. Don't go like killing animals for your rituals. Just, there's lots of websites of people that sell you know, like roadkill animals that weren't killed for sale, but their bones were used in a way to, you know, for example, witchcraft or different forms of cultural use, Viking, you know, that kind of stuff. So if you're, again, looking to hex somebody that's gossiping about you, put that jawbone in there. Think about that person's mouth being closed, them shutting up, them, you know, being distracted, whatever. So now we have our war water, it's done. Again, remember, you're going to probably have this for a long time. And once it's sealed, it's pretty much sealed. I don't like reopening these because they're gross. They have, you know, urine or vinegar or both, by the way. You can use a combination of things. Just remember when you're mixing things like ammonia and something else, that they can be really toxic and harmful for your breathing. I don't like to use ammonia because I have asthma. So just be careful when you're adding chemicals. So try to stick to like urine or vinegar or ammonia or whatever. But personally, I like to make it extra gross and do urine and vinegar for that extra acidic, just toxic, volatile, irritating kind of ingredients. And I can feel it. Like when you make this, you're going to be able to feel all of the negativity, the irritating, the war, the anger, the pain. Everything is going to go in this jar, and you're going to feel it. You're going to feel this. If you ever lose this jar, you're going to find it because it'll just radiate whatever you're putting in it. You'll see. So, you know, again, you can put your little medallion in there. You're going to shake it up, and you're going to say, I wage war on, you know, John Doe. You will pay for what you did. You will blah, blah, blah. And you're going to say out loud what you want to happen. You're going to shake it up, and you're going to get really angry. Shake it. And just put all your anger into this thing and just get really fired up. Say what you want to have happen to this person. You know, I break up John Doe and Jane Smith. You will never be together again. You know, whatever. So that's your war water. You're going to shake it up, put your intentions in it. And by the way, you can shake this and shake it up and irritate these people as often as you want. By putting in pictures and poppets, it makes it extra strong, so just keep that in mind. So after this is done, you can do two things. You can either leave it unsealed. If you want to reopen this and put more intentions in it later, go for it. If you want to have a basic war water jar that's just for making war on anybody, you can make one of these and make it basically like a battery for your hexing, cursing, war water intentions. I have a bunch of these for different things. I have like what I call battery jars that have tons of, you know, energy. I put a lot of, you know, intention, energy, herbs, whatever, into my battery jars that are just kind of for general purposes. So you can do that as well. You can seal them. You don't have to seal them. Doesn't matter. So this is one that I've been working on. So I'm just gonna light it. So this is day 2 of my waging war on these people. So, you know, for example, this hex or curse I'm personally doing for a total of 3 nights. Sorry. But everyone, you know, every situation's different. Everyone's beliefs are different. You know, do whatever feels good and right to you. And now I'm sealing this on night 2. You can do this on night 1. You can do this on night 2. You don't have to do this at all, but I personally like to seal them because I'm letting it go. It just is extra powerful in my opinion when you seal them with wax. And just like I talked about in my money videos, my money jar video. So at this point you're thinking about, as the wax is dripping all over, and I have a skull candle for the hex and cursing. I have a bunch of these skull candles. I don't know if you can see the face of it. But I like to use those. You can just use a plain black candle. You can also use these candles. Oh, I'm dropping everything everywhere. You can use the figurine candles. This is of a man, and there's a woman one, and there's a couple. So for example, if you were breaking up a couple, you would put this on top of the jar, let it burn all the way down. It's going to take a couple nights, and then the black wax will just go over the jar. And this will be you know, a hexing for the man, a hexing for the woman, hexing for the couple. This one I'm just using a black skull because I just wanted to. So, you know, this is going to be a very personal jar for you, and you're just sealing it, going around, and I'm going to let this skull burn down all the way over the next 2 nights, because again, this is night 2 for me. This is an actual war water hexing jar that I made for a person or persons. And yes, you can add multiple people in the jar. It really depends on your energy. So personally, I've put 3 people in this one jar, and I'm doing it for 3 nights. You can think of it as a night for each person, but I just like to do things in 3s. I have my own reasons. I've done the research on it. I know there's a reason for it, but personally, you can do a jar for each person. You can put multiple people that are unrelated or related into the jar. It's really a preference thing. So you're going to go around the jar, you're going to seal it with wax, you're thinking about your intentions, you're thinking about the person you want to hex, you want to think about the couple that you want to break up, and you're picturing it. You're going in kind of a bit of a trance state at this point, just thinking about what you've asked for in your intentions. Think about that person going to jail, think about that person being in an accident, maybe that person being cheated on like they cheated on you. Think about them being ignored like they ignored you. Think about them causing strife and stress and anger just like they caused you or someone that you love. And again, you can make these witches jars for yourself or someone else. For example, one of the people in this jar was stressing out my mom for quite some time. And she's not a witch, she's a Christian, and she doesn't know that I'm even doing this, but I'm going to watch her back. This is what you do for family as a witch. You know, you watch out for your family and your friends and the people you love. And, you know, don't go breaking up people that you weren't directly connected to. That's a bad idea. Or don't go trying, I should say. It can work, so be careful. But, you know, my mom's directly connected to me, and I'm going to protect her. and I'm gonna get rid of this bitch that's been bothering her. So she's one of the people in here. But, you know, use your own discretion, use your intuition, do what feels best for you. And you can put dried flowers up here. For example, you know, if someone, you know, a person cheated on you and they got you flowers at some point, you kept the flowers and they're now dried, and now you want to hex them, use those flowers. Use them. Put them on here. Seal them in wax. If you only knew how powerful this stuff was. I mean, there's a reason why witchcraft has been banned, why it has been censored. You know, the powers that be over time. I mean, these witches' jars have been around since at least the 1600s, way before. We're talking hundreds, if not thousands of years. Witchcraft has been around in practice, and it's been, like I said, censored. People have been killed for it. This is knowledge that people don't want you to know because it works. It's putting power back into the hands of the people. You're back in control of your destiny. You're not helpless. You are a powerful being. And that's dangerous. That is really dangerous to people. So just keep that in mind. This stuff works. It fucking works. If it didn't, why kill people over it? Why? Why is this so dangerous? Why is this such a threat? So, I'm done with this. So, you know, the idea is to put wax over here. As you can see, we're sealing it with wax. And the skull is still burning. We're on day 2. I'm just going to let it burn in the background. And yes, you can have sage burning, you can have incense burning, whatever you feel comfortable with. At the end of it, you know, after the spell is complete, you're gonna snuff out the candle with a snuffer. Don't blow it out. So after the spell is complete, you're going to snuff out the candle, for example, and say something along the lines of, "This ritual is complete, so mote it be." And then you're gonna snuff out the candle. I'm going to keep that burning for now. And then afterwards, if you feel like there's some negative energy, personally, after any kind of hexing or cursing ritual or even banishment, I like to take a shower. You can take a bath or a salt bath, Epsom salt bath, or an herb bath to cleanse yourself of any negative energy that you feel like you might still have you, or those negative emotions, or anything that might be attached to you. If you feel fear in any way, go take a shower. I know that sounds kind of weird, but it's going to cleanse you. Picture the water cleansing you. Water is a very powerful form of cleansing, not just physically, but spiritually, emotionally, and mentally as well. It's very soothing, so take a shower, take a bath. You can also take the salt water from the beginning and just sprinkle over the area and say, cleanse this area of negative energy. Nothing negative will attach to me. No negative entities will attach to me. I am surrounded by white light and positive energy. I am protected. You know, say whatever you need to say. Call upon your angels, your spirit guides, your ancestors, your deities, whatever. You know, just sprinkle the area with salt water if you feel like it's necessary, or the area that you're working in. You can have, you know, the protection circle, whatever your beliefs are. And if you don't know what to do, there's lots of different options. You know, do some research, pick some books, you know, go to the library, go to Amazon, read articles online, watch YouTube videos on how to protect yourself if you're really worried about that. At this point, I have my own thing that I do, and I'm not too worried about it, because really, personally, the power is in the deities that I work with, and I really trust them to watch over me. Usually I don't have to do any kind of hexing or any kind of cursing or hexing work anymore. Usually I see the effects, the entities or deities that I work with, they go out and they protect me automatically, and they actually take care of my problems for me. The reason I'm doing this is, one of them is because the person has to do with my mom, so they will not be, my entities or deities will not be going out to protect my mom on their own. They are just surrounding me in my home. So I'm going to have to do some outside work, you know, do some work for that outside connection, and the rest of it, I want to really tell the spirits that I work with, all right, I'm pissed off. I want this to happen immediately. I don't want to wait. I'm directing, you know, whatever it is, this karma that these people have coming to them, I want to direct it to these people and just give it more of a focused taking the energy and just kind of focusing it more and making it more streamlined and happen faster. And it's also, again, really cathartic because I'm taking those negative emotions and I'm putting it into this and I'm letting it go. I'm not carrying this around with me. I'm not stressing out about it. I'm putting it in here and it's done. It's over with. You know, they're fucked. They've been warned. I give people many chances. I'm very nice, very open, very understanding, but for some reason people, you know, still want to act like, you know, a jerk. They still want to, you know, just whatever. I'm not going to say too much, but people will be people, and you have to put them in line sometimes, and that's okay. These people definitely have the karmic currency coming to them. You know, I made sure that I'm not going to spend time on a person and do this kind of stuff if I know it's just going to fizzle out and not do anything. So these people definitely have it coming to them. So this is just a way of directly, you know, focusing that energy into a thing or a person or anything like that. So when I'm done with this, I'm probably going to end up keeping it at my altar. I don't know what I did with my other, here it is. I'm going to, you know, periodically shake it up. And over time, I'm going to hear about what's happened to these 3 people. I'm going to hear about it through word of mouth, either by them or through a dream or intuition or a vision. Some way I'm going to find out that this stuff came to pass. But until then, I'm going to keep this jar on my altar and I'm going to shake it periodically. I'm going to get all fired up anytime I get stressed out about it or worry about it. I'm going to shake it and think about that thing happened to that person and know that, you know, karma will come to completion and it will come to them and it's done. So anytime I want to take out that negative energy, I'm just going to pick up my warm water jar, I'm going to shake it, and then when it's all said and done, I'll find a way of disposing of it. And at that point in time, I feel like I'm just going to use my intuition. I don't want to say for sure what I'll do with it because I also don't know what time of year it'll be. If I was going to bury the items in the jar, for example, the ground might be frozen, so I have to think of another source like burning them. If you know, you can even throw them in the trash because it's just going in the trash. It's just done. You're done with that person. They are trash. You know, like you're throwing away everything that happened. But personally, I like to bury the items. Hang on. But I mostly burn everything because by putting into the fire, you were completely letting go of it. It's gone. It's destroyed. No one can touch it. No one can see it. And again, you're just releasing it into the universe. So that's pretty much it. So you have the pop-it video, you have the instructions, basic guideline for if you wanted to do a hex, a breakup banishment, or a war water. Again, they're all along the same vein. So you're going to have to just kind of figure out your situation, what you want to have happen, what you feel comfortable with, what kind of items you have. Again, just like I said in my money video, really all you're really going to need for this is a paper and a pen and either your own urine or vinegar. At the very, very base, that's really all you're going to need. If you want to spice it up just a little bit, get yourself some irritating ingredients that are also safe for yourself and your skin, so just be careful of that. Get yourself some black pepper. Most people have that, salt and pepper. Get yourself some, you know, spicy cayenne pepper or pepper flakes. Most people have these in their house. Very simple, very easy. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, I think I have some instructions in my email that I can send to you if you wanted them written. But this is pretty much it. Again, you know, make it uniquely your own, use your intuition, let it be your guide. You'll be really surprised by the results. And I'll be making more videos soon. Take care.